Today I'm going to be playing some Murloc Shadow Priest. And the reason for that is simple. Shadow Priest wants to go face, Murlocs want to go face, and more recent iterations of this deck already play Murloc Tinyfin to combo with Disciplinary and Gandling. So let's just take it all the way and play a more Murloc heavy build. So our Murloc payoff cards are going to be Cold Light Seer, Lushwater Scout, and Lushwater Mercenary, all pretty powerful cards. And then we have a handful of other Murlocs to support those. Other than that, things are pretty straightforward. The only shadow spell we're playing is Raise Dead. We have Elucia to upset our opponents, and because it's a good card. Yeah, very straightforward. Do I just keep the full Murloc hand? Probably don't keep the 3. Tidecaller Tinyfin's kind of sick, though. Oh my god, this hand is the nuts. If I play 2 Murlocs on turn 1, what are the odds that Lushwater's Mercenary is not active? I'm up against a Druid. They'd have to have, like, coin double Lunar Eclipse to deal with this. Scout's kind of greedy, isn't it? It gives my things +1/+1, or +1 attack. But this thing just hits for 4 next turn. This only hits for 1. Probably just play the bigger minion. Then we can maybe Scout next turn. Playing Scout before a 2/3 makes a lot more sense than playing it before a 4/3. Mind Render Elucia. Probably don't really need to play that against Druid going into turn 3. Maybe I play it on their Overgrowth turn. Especially if I draw a playable card, then the only thing they can do is Prize Vendor. Alright, there's a Lunar Eclipse, so that's a bit of an issue. And the Overgrowth here. Elucia would have been sick this turn, actually. I think I do play her this turn, though, right? Oh. Well, let's play Nature Studies. Power Word Feast, you say? Tinyfin. My opponent's just, like, always dead here, right? They're trying to draw a card from my deck to deal with my board. Get Murgled.
I can see.
Randa versus Jaina.
You asked for it. The moon give me strength.
Try to find some Murlocs for the Tidecaller to curve out. Alright, Homunculus on 1 is fine. Pretty good Tinyfin. If I draw another Tinyfin, I can just play Elucia next turn, which would be kind of sick. Or maybe I can just play her next turn anyway. Especially if my opponent doesn't coin here. Although the thing is, even if I steal the coin, it's kind of hard to coin out something relevant. Like if I use the coin, I'm gonna have to first flame one of my minions or something, which would suck. But I guess just getting rid of it is fine, and not like I have anything else to do with my mana here. I mean, I guess I do want to trade this just because it's an AoE. Sure, burn that. Fireball, Ice Barrier, and Canter's Flow. Not a very good hand for the opponent, honestly. And that was a really bad draw for them. Sure. If I'm trading, it's with a Lucia. Why would I care about the Dust Imp? It's not even good if my opponent draws into Fire Sale. Maybe the opponent could Fireball this? I mean, I guess it makes more sense to Fireball the Attendant, honestly. And then I push a lot of damage, then they play Ice Barrier. Maybe that's a way they could survive. Okay, first flame. I don't know, I feel like maybe it was better to just Fireball there. Oh, they're at 2, so Ice Barrier doesn't even save them anymore.
Randa versus Rome.
Noon give me strength.
Well, Gandling is really good. I probably toss the Scout since I have coin Gandling. I'm not gonna have a follow-up to the Scout anyway, and I really just want to find the 0-cost cards for Gandling. Maybe I should have even tossed Homunculus, but seems pretty hard to justify that. Sure. I'm expecting Gandling to die the turn I play it, so I don't really want to hold on to the freshman. But if it does live, then maybe this is dumb. I'm not entirely sure if I'm coining out Gandling here. Like if I find a 1-drop, I could wait until turn 4 and then Gandling coin the 1-drop. But like, am I not playing this 1-drop here? I think I'm just coining Gandling. Even Overload Shaman should have trouble dealing with this board. All my stuff is out of range of Perpetual Flame, even if they have a Thalnos or something to go along with it. But it could be like Storm Flame. Looks like my board is just not dying. Probably just want to play a couple of 4/4s.
Nature waits for no one but me.
Okay. Wow, double attendant this turn. I guess the attendants don't really work because I have Gandling. But, you know, making a 4/4 is still pretty good. Do I want to play an attendant? I make a 4/4, but like, do I need a 4/4? And like, it feels like anything that deals with my current board probably also deals with the 4/4. And the second attendant is basically a 1-turn extra clock. Because right now I have to hero power 4 times if I have 2 attendants, then one of these does 2 damage. I only have to hero power 3 times. I don't know, maybe my opponent has a ton of single target removal. Wow, they discovered the lifesteal card. I think that was the only way for the Shaman to heal this turn. Yeah, I definitely wish I had made a 4/4 here. I still have lethal though. Cool. Not sure if I played that optimally, but it worked out.
Randa versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin.
Noon give me strength.
1/2. Prize vendor's probably not a good enough keep. Pretty sure this is the best play on turn 1, even if I do have Tide Color into Scout. Playing Scout into Tide Color is just as good. Pretty bad hand.
Moves quickly.
Alright. Okay, well I played my Murlocs in the wrong order. Let's squelch the Hunter before they notice. Even Explosive isn't too bad here. Nice. Didn't even miss 1 damage on the order because the Tide Collar died anyway. Well, Elucia just gives my opponent pretty much no play next turn. Interesting. Adorable Infestation seems like the best card here. Sizing Pouch, I could get a 0 mana card. I guess I could get a Tinyfin off this, which would just be good on this board. But I'd rather get Adorable Infestation, right? Adorable Infestation is 2/2, Tinyfin is 2/1. Hopefully my opponent draws maybe a Tinyfin for themselves. Wriggling Horror would be pretty trash as well, Cold Light Seer. My deck has a lot of garbage cards. Wait, how big is this Rhino? It's a 7/7? Okay, don't want to forget that.
Class dismissed. Now time for the real lesson.
Wow, what an insane card for them to draw. Why did they wait so long to play it? That was the best card in my deck for them to draw. I believe there are only 5 Hunter Secrets, so that's like 60% to be explosive. If it is explosive, I'm a little low on damage. Probably still just going all face though.
There is no ultimate power.
The Rhino can kill my 5/6. I think I'm pretty unfavored here. The double explosive is just too strong. Maybe I could have drawn a Cold Light Seer or something to keep more of a board.
I wonder.
Oh right, I forgot that because of Gandling they actually can't play the Rhino. But they can trade off Gandling and play Rhino this turn. I think it still makes sense for me to just put them in double hero power range. Maybe that Gandling actually wasn't the best card they could draw. Shutting off their Rhino is a pretty big deal. Interesting game.